I can't believe I'm doing this again.
Paul, we're rolling.
I knew that. Hi there, I'm Paul Harris, and welcome to Adventures in Close-Up, where together we'll battle our way through 90 minutes of exciting close-up stuff. Yeesh. So hang on to your decks, prepare to be astonished, and let the adventure begin. We're back, and you're just in time for today's session of Amaze-O-Rama. Yes, that's right, Amaze-O-Rama, where some lucky spectator gets a chance to do something amazing for us, a nice change of pace. And where is our brave volunteer? Mr. Hand. Thanks for being here. Wow, this is fun. Do you have any experience doing amazing things? Can you make yourself float? Can you turn your nose inside out? I bet you've never even tried, but that's okay because you don't have one. Fine. Do the trick. Okay. First, you must sign the official Amaze-O-Rama Learner's Permit. Right, just a second. Right inside the official Amaze-O-Rama Circle of Mystery. Just initial the card right there. MH. What does that stand for? Mr. Hand. How cute. You are now allowed to receive the official Amaze-O-Rama Magic Wand. Trust me, this is going to work out, really. Would you hold out your hand and examine the official magic wand? This is especially prepared to burst into flames when struck against a box. Let's try it and see what happens. Wow, I'm impressed. A cheap trick, but it's the best I can do. Now, as the wand burns, something amazing should happen. Are your clothes turning transparent? No, Mr. Hand came unnatural, but that's okay. When you blow out the match, the amazement has happened because your signed learner's permit has disappeared. Gasp. You're pretty good, Mr. Hand. In fact, he's so good that inside the matchbox, isn't this fun, is the initialed learner's permit showing that Mr. Hand has indeed learned his magical lesson, doing an amazing thing for our entertainment pleasure. And yes, you may keep the card as a souvenir of the amazing time you've had in the PH video. Yes, we're on. We are on. We are on. Hi there, I'm back, and so are you. Good. Now for the explanation of Flash Fold. What we need is a box with, not any box, but a matchbox with one match inside. This is cleverly put here before the show starts by you. You also need one pen and some business cards with a name on it. You could use my name, but it might be better for your career to use your name. Fine. What a stupid thing to say. Now the matchbox, no, not the matchbox, the packet of business cards is specially gimmicked. The gimmick fell out. Thusly, we have 4 cards cut out with a little square window. It's like a gun, bang bang, all sort of, maybe hair blower, I don't know. Anyways, when you carve out the card, you use a folded card as your guide, so it fits right inside like that. And these 4 pieces of card, 4, whatever you call this, goes on top of your chunk of business cards, just like this. You then take one more business card, and you cut it off at an angle, right at the diagonal, thusly. It looks something like this. You then take your band of rubber and wrap it around your business cards, making sure that the rubber band is just 1 hair over the edge of the slanted card. You then take your folded business card and place it inside the secret pocket, and it looks just like a normal packet of business cards. Wow, I'm really impressed. In this condition, you can toss the packet around and treat it very naturally because everything will be secure. And they're all set to begin. Have someone sign the corner of the business card, which is actually signing the corner of the folded card. It's easier to put a circle in first to make sure they don't go someplace else besides the corner. And also press down as a sign to make sure the corner doesn't move around. Sign, sign, sign. Good catch, Mr. Hand. Okay. You've signed the card. You hold the packet face down in your left hand and pick up the matchbox and say, would you hold out your hand? As you say, would you hold out your hand, you demonstrate with your hand, which naturally allows you to place the matchbox on the upper right corner of the packet of cards, directly over the secret corner of the business cards. As they hold out their hand, you then casually slide away the packet from the matches, leaving the folded card on the bottom of the matchbox. And it's a very simple steal. It's automatic. It's here. And you slide it away. And you're set. Note that your forefinger covers the front end of the matchbox as you do the steal to cover the angles. Then push out the drawer and turn the entire inner box on top of their hand. This allows you to grasp the inner sleeve by its ends from above with your right fingers. From this position, as they're examining the magic wand, you slide it against the cover, allowing the folded card to go inside the box. And this is a squeaky clean, easy move because all attention is on the match in the hand, and it happens in no time at all. We're just going from here to here and just covering up the inner box. You then light the match, wave the match around, and you show the signed card is gone. Place your business cards away, have them open up the matchbox, and they will find inside their signed folded card, a genuine adventure in close-up. And now for a very special demonstration of ESP. Oh, who here can spell ESP? Mr. Hand, the spelling whiz. Terrific. Mr. Hand, would you think of just one card in the deck? Now, whatever card you're thinking of, through ESP and magic and various things, that card will vanish from the deck. So concentrate, focus, and really tap the deck with the joker. Tappy, tap, tap. Tappy, tap, tap. And your card has vanished. But I don't take any chances. The entire deck has disappeared just because I wanted it to. But don't feel bad, because inside the deck, inside the card case, disguised as a deck, is the deck, just in case you want to see some more close-up fun. And that was the vanishing deck. And now for the exciting demonstration and explanation of the Paul Harris vanishing deck, where a deck appears to vanish, but in fact just seems to go away. Because actually what we have is a card with the front end of a fake deck taped to it. To make this, you trim off part of your card case, like this part over here. You then tape it to the front of a joker, trim off the ends so it matches your fingers, and take a pencil and make little lines. And you're all set to go. The deck is already inside the card case. You place the fake on top of the deck, and you tuck the flap under the bottom of the case. And we're all set to perform the Paul Harris vanishing deck named after me. I couldn't help myself. Grab the deck from above by its sides with your right hand. Your left thumb goes under the flap and then pulls out the fake about 1/2 inch. So we're about just like that. You then wrap your fingers around the fake as you pull the card further out from the deck. You then, in continuous action, turn your hand towards yourself as you remove the case from the card, and move the case forward so the flaps close against your left fingers and goes onto the table. From this position, the right side of the deck, the fake deck, is totally hidden from view. As your hand comes back to the deck, just turn out like this, and you're totally covered from all directions. From your side, it looks like one card. You'll be real nervous, but from the front and the sides, you are covered from all angles. It's a very solid illusion. You then slide your right hand and curve it around the deck. You move your left hand, reach in, you move the joker, keeping the flap pressed against the card, go tappy tap tap, the deck vanishes. You can even flash the card because it's just a joker. You then reach inside your card case, reveal that the deck has indeed come back, and it makes you a wonderful guy, which is all you can ask for out of a close-up trick. Fine. Thank you. Hi there, I'm back. You don't know it, but I just came back from lunch. Decided to share that with you. Okay. What I'm going to show you now is not a trick or magic. No, no, no. But more of an explanation or demonstration of high-class gambling technique. I shall demonstrate with 4 randomly selected cards. I can't help myself, I'm a professional. Anyways, I'm going to show you how a professional gambler hides cards in his hand, something called palming. It's a variation of palming, which is a refinement of something called palmling, but I digress. That was really a stupid joke. Your job is to watch the aces. It starts over here. Notice the natural position of my hand. No one would ever suspect. But by flexing my fingers, I can force that card into the folds of my flesh, making it naked to the invisible eye. You can't see it, but you can feel it. Trust me. I turn the card down, turn my hand down and press, laying the card on the table. Now, many people find this to be merely amusing. But what happens the next ace goes beyond amusing, surpasses amazing, and actually borders on the bizarre. That's right, the bizarre. Starts on the left, goes into the right, flies through the air, back in the left, and I press, squeezing the card back on the table. Then one more card to go, which vanishes by a move known in the trade as erase the ace. I merely press and rub, dissolving the card, erasing the ace, leaving just a thin residue behind. Yeesh. No, it really is gone. It's still right here, in the folds of my flesh. I release the card. Help me, help me. It sprinkles down through the air, plop, giving us those cards that make you happy with the feet that make you glad, the incredible, inedible, invisible palm aces. Thank you very much. Okie dokie. It's very, very simple to do this. First off, you just need 4 aces. Oh, I got lucky again. And they start off face up on the bottom of the deck. Thusly, place them here before your audience is watching. Place one more card and a different card, that's right, a card that doesn't care, on the very bottom to hide the 4 face-down aces. You can then come out, fan the cards, and reveal just a normal fan of cards. The aces remain hidden behind that face card, and it's just the nature of fanning in cards and aces that they will stay hidden away. You then break the deck in 2 halves, thusly, push out with your thumbs, making 2 fans. Peek first to make sure the aces are hidden. If they're not, adjust, and then show the face of the fans. Once again, the aces are hidden right behind that card. You then must steal this bottom card onto the top of this fan. And it's very simple. You just gesture. As your hands come together, your right thumb takes off the card. The aces are now in position to be produced. Go 1, 2, your second right finger slides 1 ace around, and just press to produce your first ace. 1, 2, you press. Produce your second ace. 1, 2. And that's how you produce the 4 aces. And now, we're right into the Mondo Nifty Invisible Palm Aces, which is my handling of a classic effect with borrowing ideas from Marlowe, Jennings, Ackerman, Servan, Busby, and a host of others, even including myself. Get a 1-card break as you scoop up the aces and casually square them up. As you square them, you add on your extra card. Display the 4 aces, turning them down onto the bottom of the ace packet. They see 4 aces. Actually, there are now 5 cards. The top card is the indifferent card. Ascanio spread by taking the bottom card, the top card, the next bottom card, leaving a double over here. If you now just touch the long edge of the card against the table and pull away, the double will stay intact. It's a very mondo nifty way of laying down a double as one card. You then apparently palm this card to this hand. And the secret is these fingers press the card down, while the right hand apparently takes it away. Notice that this finger is against the thumb, resting on the forefinger, and pressed flat against the card. They see the card through the window. As you close your fingers over the window, that's when you snap the card down. So you go from here to here. They see it, they hear it. It's more real looking than a real palm. Well, sort of. You then flex your fingers so the cards vanish and lay the card down. The best way is to hit with your heel first and go down. Try to avoid just going straight across. It's more natural if you just go like that. Slide away the bottom card of your 3 cards, showing 2 here, 2 here. Simply lay down the right hand cards with the double and get prepared for your next palm. This is a blatant switch. You do nothing, but it gets the job done and you're all set to go. You now have 2 aces here. Palm again. As you show your hand empty, snap your fingers and snap the card. Show it's gone. And to snap the double, hold it like this, finger beneath, thumb on the side, and hold it real tight as you let go. And the right thumb comes from below, fingers on top, and snap. It takes some practice, but it can be done. You then lay down the card apparently that's flown through the air into your left hand. Just press. Snap the double, scoop up the cards, and casually spread off the top card onto the table. Show 3 cards left. Here's the double. Lay it down. Square the 3 cards. And now for the erase the ace, rub away vanish move. Just press and rub, dissolving the card, erasing the ace. And the secret of this is that as it goes under, the thumb pulls back. The thumb moves at the same speed as the deck. That covers the action. Also make sure the card overlaps the right hand. That gives you a retention. And it's a very clean vanish. The card's gone. Spread the deck. Let the card sprinkle down through the air, revealing all 4 aces. That's it. One of the biggest problems facing the modern close-up sleight of hand artist today is talking and how to shuffle a deck while at the same time controlling the 4 aces. Now, I don't mean to brag, but after years of mental, moral, and physical discipline, I've actually developed a knack to shuffle my fingers into the deck. Boy, is my face red. Yeesh, what a mess.
Yeesh, what a mess.
You know, thank you. You're supposed to do that in a different trick, but that's okay. That was fun. But trapped between each of my 5 fingers are 4 cards. And if today's the luckiest day of my life, they should be. Yes, they are. The 4 aces. Now, it's at moments like this when people say, Paul, can't you do anything else besides card tricks? Well, I'm glad you asked, because before I became a professional gambler and part-time handsome person, a buck here, a buck there, it all adds up. I used to be the world's greatest vacuum cleaner salesman. Yes, even to this day, sometimes get the urge to ring someone's doorbell and clean their carpet. Of course, I don't have all my tubes and dirt and paraphernalia with me, so I shall improvise using an ordinary deck of cards. Boy, are we going to have fun or what? See, this half of the deck represents a 26-layer shag carpet. Each card represents 1 shag. No, really. While this card, the Ace of Hearts, represents ground in grease, grime, and baby pookie. Right into the carpet. Yeesh, what a mess.
Yeesh,
what a mess. Right on cue. Thank you. This card, the Ace of Spades, represents entire year's supply of sumo wrestler's sweat right into the carpet. Yeesh, what a mess. Yeesh, what a mess. It used to be funny. On this card, the Ace of Diamonds, this is the worst one. This represents 27 pounds of doggy no-no right into the carpet. Yeesh, what a mess.
Yeesh, what a mess.
Thank you ever so much. What an enthusiastic crowd. You would think, would you not, that there is no way to cleanse this carpet. Well, there's one way and one way only, and that's to call to the rescue the famous Ace of Clubs disguised as the vacuum cleaner card. That's right, the card that sucks. Be very careful. Place the vacuum cleaner card into the vacuum. Yes, the trick is now in the bag. Sort of. I then go back and forth. Suck, 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 suck. Of course, you folks at home feel free to play along with us. And if you watch carefully, you can actually see the aces leave the carpet and hoover across the table. Hoover across the table. No, really. Yeesh, what a mess. I then snap my fingers saying the magic words, Eureka, and the carpet is clean. The aces are gone, and yes, the vacuum cleaner cards have triumphed again. Yeesh, what a mess. Hello, how do you do? I'm back. No big surprise. For sticky fingers, we start off with the 4 aces on the bottom of the deck. There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're ready. Hot damn. You then shuffle the cards exactly like this, releasing about half the deck, letting drop at least the 4 aces and the rest of the cards. Do this a couple of times to build up the rhythm of the shuffle. The third time, start exactly the same way, but you apparently forget to cut the deck, and you end up shuffling your fingers instead of the cards. So we're just going, it's really happened, I'm stuck. So we're going from here to here. That just takes some practice to get your fingers naturally shuffled in there so it looks like a real clod. It's very easy for me. So from this position, you'll have 4 aces on the bottom. They're still there. And apparently, you'll be taking off 1 card from the bottom of each packet, while in fact, you'll be taking off just all 4 aces. So you slide off the first ace, move the packet from your left hand up, and move it forward, apparently taking away the next packet, and in fact removing the same packet's ace. You just go up again, pull away, and up again. With a little bit of practice, it looks like you're just pulling out 1 card from each packet. Turn your hand over, you have your 4 aces. Bingo, piece of cake. And now for the vacuum cleaner cards. And first you must ask yourself, is this a trick you really want to do? If it is, then continue. You have the aces on the bottom, and you riffle down with your thumb about half the cards. Thumb goes inside, forefinger goes on top, and you press your thumb and forefinger together. You raise the half deck off your hand, spread your thumb and finger apart to create the fan. This represents the 26-layer shag carpet. This goes face up. You can place the first card in, ace number 1, ace number 2, and your friend and mine, ace number 3. At this point, we do the Marlowe simple stupid shift, the easiest shift around. And what happens is we just let this top packet fall down, like that, and we grab hold of everything else and pull out the rest of the cards. That leaves the 4 aces on top, 3 aces on top of the deck. Turn the deck face down in your left hand. Casually get a 3-card break. And you're telling jokes and having fun. Pick up the ace packet. And your line here is, the ace of clubs, the vacuum cleaner card, the card that sucks. As you say, the card that sucks. How embarrassing to do this. You steal the 3 cards above the break as you peel off the cards. So just going from here to here. But it's done in one simple, fluid, non-obvious action, just like that. You then place the ace face down on top, cutting it into the packet, burying the other 3 aces secretly onto this stuck-out ace. You then go back and forth, suck, 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 suck. Say that quietly and quickly. And then you can show the aces are gone, the carpet is clean, the vacuum cleaner cards have triumphed again. Bingo. And now for another demonstration or explanation of high-class gambling technique using 1, 5, and 2 jacks, also known as the Jackson 5. Little joke. Fine, I'll keep on going. I'm going to show you how a professional gambler marks cards. Now this isn't the old stuff of using M&Ms or lipsticks. No, no, no. This is the newest techniques of marking cards. Trust me, this will be fun. The first method's called the gambler's knot, the gambler's nick, gambler's crimp. Close enough. It's a way of putting a teeny tiny crimp or bend in the card so only the gamblers can see it. Ladies and gentlemen, the gambler's crimp. Watch and learn. Of course, this is impossible to see with normal vision. You need special glasses, but trust me, there is a crimp in the cards. Fine. The second method is called the invisible notch, a way of putting a teeny tiny tear or notch in the card so only the gambler can see it. Ladies and gentlemen, the invisible notch. Of course, you can't see it. You feel the difference using the Braille system. Fine. The third method, and the most exciting, is called the Las Vegas link. It's a method of marking one card with 2 cards by actually linking the 3 cards together. It looks something like this. In fact, it looks exactly like this. If you want, you can unmark the cards just by blowing, like that. We can remark the cards like this. It's a remarkable thing in itself. And what's really amazing, these cards are indestructible while in linked condition. Of course, there are exceptions. But if we go 10 seconds back into time, say the magic words, "Oh baby, oh oh, you're the only one for me," the torn cards magically restore, immaculately put back together, a fine thing, a fun trip for all of us. Thank you. Just want to apologize for the ending of the Immaculate Connection. I've been told by my director that I was bitey at the end, but I missed my snack, so I'm sorry. Okay, we're back now to the explanation. Thank God. Oh, by the way, thank you, Jay. Thank you for inspiring this. Thank you, Jay. Fine. We use just 3 cards. Make sure that 2 of the cards are the same value and color. So like you have a king of diamonds, a king of hearts, jack of diamonds, etc. As long as 2 match, you're in business. The 3rd card doesn't matter. Make sure that the 2 matching cards are on the top of the indifferent card. And fold the cards in half thusly, making sure that a little smidgen of the index corner is showing, just enough to read as part of a card. This pays off later on. And tear out the center of the cards. If you're a real man, you can do this. Unfold the cards. Now, exact fingering is critical in this. It'll work if you have your exact fingering. If you don't, it won't work. So if something's wrong, check the fingering, and that'll probably be your problem. Okay, the first 2 cards go between the 2nd and 3rd fingers. Notice that the top side, the top card is in the center of the circle of the bottom card. And that these fingers are on the audience side of the crease. Your left fingers turn that card face up and place it in the same position in the right hand. So we're in a locked position with the top card directly above the bottom card. Make sure you're in this position, otherwise it won't work. Once again, your fingers are all in front on the audience side of the crease of the bottom card and the top card. Your both thumbs go under on your side of the bottom card's crease. Can we all see this, Mr. Camera? And your little fingers press up against the bottom card, pressing against your thumbs. This is our angle. It seems like a lot of stuff, but once you get it down, it'll be second nature. And you'll have just a wonderful, wonderful routine. Now, the theory of this, what happens is by squeezing your thumbs and second fingers together, the top card folds up, the bottom card folds down, your fingers slide out, and the single card is released and links. So I'm going to do that one more time here. Go from here to here, and you squeeze. And it's fairly automatic if you have the fingering right. If not, you'll have troubles. Now in actual performance, you get in position and hold the cards up like this, so you can see through the holes. Don't start to bend the cards until you move the cards forward. Your cover is tilting your hands down. The larger action of going like that conceals the action of secretly folding the cards. So we're going from here to here. In slow motion, going from here to here. Once again, make sure you don't start folding the cards until you start that downward action. Now from there, you bend up the bottom double cards into a V formation using your second fingers as your supporting base. Your left forefinger goes inside, your thumb goes in the back, and you actually pinch together the bottom ends of the left side of the cards, thusly, leaving your forefinger inside. And this keeps the back end pressed against the front of the half card, allowing the single card to hang without falling down. If it starts to fall through, increase the pressure of your finger against the inner card. That increases the pressure on this end to hold the card in place. So here we are. Now you just blow. And by blowing, it actually separates the cards and allows the card to drop through. It's really neat. One more point. Make sure, by the way, that the inner end of the card is above the outer end. That way from the front, it's concealed. If it wasn't, it would look like that, and that would be wrong. So make sure it's adjusted to be in that position. Now we unfold the double by placing both fingers in the same position, just pressing everything out flat between thumb and forefingers. Now at this point, as you unfold the card, unfold it so that this end goes on top while this end goes on the bottom. So we're going from here to here in an S formation. This takes a little bit of a knack, but once you're into it, you can feel the difference with your thumbs. You can feel that this piece is sticking out and that piece is sticking out. And you just unfold, and you'll be in this S formation. The critical point here is that the bottom left end is below the upper left end. From here, we just link the cards. And what's happening is, first of all, the second finger presses slightly right here, and that opens up your scoop, your little end here, allowing it to easily pass through the top of the tabled card. Make sure that you press on the left side of the crease, keeping the upper left corner flat. That angle will allow the easy link. If you get the right at the wrong angle, or you don't press here, it might hang up. But once it's down right, it always works. It's going from here to here. It's a small action like that. It takes work to get that action, but you can get it. Once you do, it's automatic. One more thing, don't worry about exposing this part here because it happens very quickly. You're from here, you release, and you link, and you're there. And if they do see it at all, it looks like just the crease in the card from the audience's viewpoint. So it's a very natural thing. It's no big deal. Now you're all set for the tear. First you stretch the card like that, and then you bend in with your thumb, and just allow it to snap off your thumbnail. And apparently you've torn the card, releasing the single card. Then grab the cards from below with your right hand, bend them in half, keeping a strong grip with your left thumb and forefinger so that it's looped at the top, creating the illusion of a continuous piece of cardboard. Allow it to flatten out, remove your left forefinger, and place your left forefinger right against the exposed index corner so it can go in between the two front cards. Your right thumb goes between its card at the back the same way. And from here you simply press the thumb and forefingers of both hands together, which causes the two cards to flatten out. Press the right-hand card through the left-hand card, say the magic words, "Oh baby, oh oh," and reveal your immaculate restoration. There's one more point. Make sure that you don't let all three cards go out to the same spectator, because if they fool with the cards long enough, they might just stumble upon the secret. So one card to each spectator is a good idea, or if you do give them all three cards, make sure it's not forever. You just take them back afterwards. It's one of my favorite routines. Please learn it properly and make me proud, because I'll be watching. We're on. And now for a very special treat, a version of the three-shell game using 4 cards, plus a bonus card, which we'll talk about later, and 1 coin. No, I'm not having a puppet show. It's just a coin. Your job is to guess where the coin is. Watch. Just go whoosh, whoosh. Mr. Hand, take a wild guess. Where is the coin? Darn, you guessed. But you probably figured things out. I use more than 1 coin. Well, this is fine for the kids, but you're probably thinking to yourselves, a real man could do this with just 2 cards. Normally not. But since you're such a swell audience, and I'm such a sweetheart, I'll give it a shot. Once again, your job is to keep one eye on the coins, one eye on the cards, and one eye on my fingers. First coin walks across my fingers, walks across the table, goes under the card. Second coin, just like puffed wheat, is shot from a gun. Bang. A high caliber trick, a low caliber vanish. The last card I just squeeze, and like a wet watermelon seed, it squirts across the table, leaving nothing more than faint traces of watermelon juice under this card, and 4 coins over here. I know, you're thinking this is fine, 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 but a real man could do it with just 1 card. You're so demanding, but I'll give it a shot. Once again, your job is to keep one eye on the coins in my hand, one eye on the fingertips, one eye on the coin under the card. Now, these 2 coins act as a miniature chrome-plated Chinese fan. Trust me, I'm a professional. I wave them towards a 3rd coin, causing it to rise into the air like a teeny tiny frisbee. Spin around Mr. Hand's head 3 times. Kiss him on the ear. Leave him behind a teeny tiny metallic hickey. Don't worry, we'll hold it off later on. And finally jumps under the card, exhausted but satisfied. This time, just listen. Did you hear that clink sound? Or if you're from Japan, did you hear that crink sound? No matter, that was the 2 coins talking to each other. This coin was telling this coin goodbye. And he left my hand and dived under the card. Mr. Hand, would you place your hand on top of the 3 coins? Just press down flat. This accomplishes 2 things. For one, it makes it next to impossible for the 3 coins to go anyplace. Plus, it gives me and Mr. Hand a chance to get to know each other just a little bit better. Fine. This was supposed to be a woman's hand, but it's too late. I merely make a magic pass. Hi there. Never mind. I snap my fingers, making a loud noise, injuring my fingers, causing the card to drop and the coin to vanish. Would you lift up your hand, Mr. Hand? Take a look, and there it is, all 4 coins, neatly arranged in a perfect square, symbolic of the square deal you always get with the Stars of Magic videotape. But there's more. The fun has just begun. Mr. Hand, would you hold up both hands, just like this? Okie dokie. Now, if you'll just cover up the coins, and I get, press a little harder, thank you, I get to keep Mr. Card. We press Mr. Card into Mr. Hand. Amazing thing happens. The card goes through his flesh, through the coins, and you lift your hand, Mr. Hands, and there it is, all 4 coins back on top of the card. I know, fine and dandy, but a real man could do it with just no cards. Let's try it and find out, using just 4 coins. I need an excuse to show this off, so excuse me. I've been a lot of time practicing this and someone has to see it. Using 4 coins, 10 fingers, or showing off. I won't do that one. Yes, I will. And 2 hands. In fact, we'll do it with just the thumbs. Watch. When the thumbs touch, the magic happens. Come on, you can do it. Go, go, go. It's happened. Coin number 1. Coin number 2. Like fleshy magnets, about to touch. Yes? It's like love, sort of. Coin number 3. Oh baby, you can do it. The last coin will happen without any thumbs at all. Can this be true? Yes. Watch. 1, 2, 3. Thus ends the monster coin read routine for your amusement pleasure. Thank you. And the adventure continues with the explanation of Silver Slide. It worked. Wow. I'm impressed. You need 4 $half, deck of cards, 10 fingers. Place 2 of the coins in your pockets, right over here, or in a convenient close-up container or on a nearby chair. Have the other 2 coins, finger palm in both hands, in fist position. Pick up the deck with your left hand, secretly loading the coin under the deck, approximately center. As you toss the deck to your right hand, allow the top and bottom cards to slide away, going from here to here, catching the deck right on top of the other coin. Toss the deck again, doing the 2 card slide again. Lay down the double cards, the top cards away, and move the deck aside. This leaves 2 coins under the center cards. Go into your pockets or your close-up pad, have some fun, bring out 1 coin visibly, finger palm the other coin in your left hand. As you pick up the card, lever it over on top of your palmed coin. Slide up the visible coin, and apparently toss this coin into your right hand, but actually toss the back coin, retaining the front coin with your thumb, just like that, leaving the other coin over there. Apparently toss the coin from the right hand into the left, after keeping it in a classic palm. Drop it to finger palm position, and load it under the right end card. Whoosh. Have them point to any card they want, and produce the 4 coins by moving the cards to the right. It's a very, very pretty production, known as Silver Slide. And I think it's a swell trick. To perform the giant killer coin, you need only 2 cards. Throw 2 away, they mean nothing, meaningless cards. 4 coins are laid out in front of you like that. Pick up your 2 cards between your index finger and second finger thusly. As you place the 2 cards over the end coins, you'll be secretly stealing 1 coin. And what's happening here is the second finger just presses down as the third finger scoops under. And this happens as the card is just moved forward and down with the forefinger. So it's just from here to here. Of course, both hands are doing exactly the same thing, so you have perfect coin steal cover. You then move the 2 center coins out to their ends, and you're set. Pick up this card over here, loading your coin under it, gesture around, and place the card back over the coin. The first coin walks across the fingers, vanishes. And we're just doing a French drop by grasping it like this and letting it drop as we take it between thumb and fingers. And once again, all this stuff is really contingent upon timing and placement in the routine, so it has to be as part of the flow. Have the coin snap, ends up in finger palm, slide the card away, and there's the coins. Place the card face up onto your hidden coin, scoop up the next coin, apparently place it into your right hand, but actually toss the back coin, just like that, leaving the other coin concealed on the face. Another pass, keeping it palmed here as you apparently toss it over here. Keep this hand closed as you make a gun and pull the card away to reveal the vanished coin. This gives you a chance to load the coin under the card while keeping the heat on the closed hand. You then open your hand to show the coin's gone. Place the card with its concealed coin back in position. Snap the last card. The coin vanishes, and it's a piece of cake. Now, if you want, you can do the giant killer coin ending if you're doing this as a routine by itself. And for that, you need a big coin. That ending consists of being in this position. They think there's still one coin here. The last coin will go without any hands at all. You put your hands behind your back and secretly grab hold of the big coin. You go bam. We now have 4 coins over here and the giant killer coin over here. And so we're loading the coin from this position, just placing the card right against the held coin. You slide the card under the other card and just pull back with everything to reveal the coin. So it's just from here to here. And that's the giant killer coin in all of its glory. Thank you very much. No, I'm not ready, but I'll go ahead anyways because this is Close-Up Adventures. Free flight, fun, I'm moving, I'm going. 4 coins, 1 card. Pick up 2 coins, place them both in your left hand thusly. Pick up your 3rd coin displayed on the palm of your right hand. Apparently toss it into your right hand, keeping it palm while in fact just clinking these 2 coins together. So we're just going 3 coins. You then drop this coin to finger palm as you lever this card over, and you can flip this coin over as a convincer. I'm not sure what that convinces them of, but I always do it. Then take 2 of the 3 coins. They think there's a 3rd coin here. Wave it towards a 3rd coin, causing it to fly into the air, leaving your hands and jumping under the card for no good reason. Pick up the next coin in palm position. Apparently toss it into your left hand, keeping it palmed. Pick up the next coin and do a clink pass, allowing the palm coin to clink off of the finger palm coin. So we're going from here to here. You have 1 coin here, 1 coin finger palmed. Pick up the card, loading the coin beneath it, and place it back like that. They think you have 2 coins here. Take out 1, lay it in palm position. The 3rd coin has vanished. Now at this point, as you explain that this coin has vanished, you'll be doing a pass with the next coin. So the move is this. The coin having left my hand and traveled under the card. So that takes all the heat off the pass of this coin. But again, boom, they think there's a coin here. The coin having vanished and left my hand, diving under the card. So now you're all set. Scoop the 3 coins with the card and have a spectator place their hand on top of the coins. Just take away the card, and they'll only feel 3 coins because they're on top of the 4th coin. So this is really perfect. Place the card on top of your fist. The card drops, the coin vanishes, your shorts disappear, and they lift their hand, and there's all 4 coins. Now, as they're looking at these 4 coins, pick up the deck, do a double lift, get 2 cards, and lay the double on the table. And you're totally covered because they think the trick's over, and they're all watching the coins. Carefully place 2 of the coins on the card like this, at the same time grabbing the corners with your thumb and second fingers to keep the card square as the 2 coins are dropped. Now pick up the second 2 coins and it's cake. That's easy. Now for Michael's proposition. And now we have our hand come over, Mr. Hand, and make sure they cross their hands like this to make sure that they cover the entire thing. As they place their hand down, make sure your finger is there already. As a card is covered, apply pressure on their hand as you slide the card away, making sure the coin and the other cards stay beneath their hand. And once again, they won't feel the card because the coins hide the fact there's a card there. Now, this takes a little bit of a knack to find the right way of adding pressure and sliding the card away, but it's real simple once you get the hang of it. 1 card to go. You can just do a robo vanish like in the invisible palm, or you can just go like that. And they lift their hand, and they have all 4 coins with the card under it. And this is a very, very powerful production of a card under a hand. Try it. You'll like it. Thank you. PDQ Coins Across was devised with the specific intent of doing the fastest coins across you can do. PDQ stands for pretty darn quick. Big deal. And the idea is that the hand that holds a coin never opens until the end. So it's just a handful of coins, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's nothing in between. That's what you shoot for with this. Give you 4 half dollars. Drop the first coin in palm position. Allow the other coins to drop at your fingertips. So you have 1 coin finger palmed and 3 coins at your fingertips. Toss the 3 coins, which I think is 4, into your left hand and close your hand. As you close your hand, get 1 coin clipped in a heel clip position. As a thumbs touch, I love this part. The coin goes across. Show your first coin. And casually lean into it as you turn your hand down, keeping this coin palmed but releasing the clipped coin for the Hang Peng Ching move. So we're moving this hand away as this hand comes down. It's from here to here. And what makes this effective is that there's a follow-through. So as the hand comes down, you're picking the coin up and continuing the action. Don't go like that and stop. It's kind of dead. Go from here and pick the coin up, and that keeps the smoothness going. You still have 1 coin palmed, 2 coins over here. Adjust the coins so that they're in the clip position, both coins. The thumbs touch. Allow your palm coin to drop. Clink. So you have 2 coins to go. When you open your hand up, let the coin slide into palm position so both coins can be palmed. It takes a little bit of practice, but it can be done. As you turn your hand down, do the same Hang Peng Ching move again, but this time we'll palm these 2 coins and release the 2 coins from the hand. So we're going from here, there. 2 coins here, 2 coins here, but you're already way ahead of the game with your 2 coins palmed. The thumbs touch. Allow one of the palm coins to drop. And for the last one, just toss out your 3 coins, drop your hand flat, which takes the pressure off palming that coin. Place 1 coin at each fingertip. As you toss the last coin in the air, all eyes will go up, allowing your right hand just to slide back to produce the last coin. It's a very pretty production of the last coin. The whole thing's a wonderful routine. That's why I did it. PDQ Coins Across. And now for a fun change of pace, an optical illusion using your mom's pocket mirror stolen from her purse. Okay, we have a coin and the mirror. Keep your eye on the coin, keep your eye on the mirror, and watch the fun optical illusion. As the coin slides off of the mirror, it produces a reflection. You've probably seen that one before. But this is a Teflon-coated mirror. When you actually slide off, the reflection, so it looks like a real coin. Notice both coins are tails up. If we turn 1 coin heads up, the reflection turns heads up, and of course, the other coin turns heads up. If we turn the coin tails up and squeeze, we can combine illusion with reality, giving us our 1 coin. Or we can scrape off the residue, creating our 2nd coin. If we place both coins in front of the mirror at once, we get a double reflection. Or we can double our money. And that's Twilight. And here's Twilight, which was co-created by my friend Tayari Cassell. So thank you, Tayari. Twilight, you need 4 coins, 1 mirror stolen from Mom's purse, and you start off by getting 2 coins in the finger palm, 1 coin behind the mirror, and the 3rd coin in the same hand. So basically, you come out with the mirror and the coin from this side, your 3 coins from this side, and you're set to go. Place the first coin on top of the mirror. As you turn the mirror over, apparently dump off this coin Retain it in position as you slide off the back coin. So we see an empty mirror and one coin. As you place the mirror down, place the coin on top of the mirror to mask any sounds of the other coin hitting the mirror. And during the entire routine, you're just keeping these other two coins finger palmed in a natural position. It's very easy to do. As you tilt the mirror up, draw attention to the reflection in the mirror. And also direct the audience's attention to the mirror so that they don't see anything else. This is the perfect angle, and it's automatic cover because they'll want to see what's happening. So just have everyone look at the mirror. Also, make sure both coins, the coin hidden behind the mirror and the coin in front, are both either heads up or tails down, or tails up. There's ways of doing this by setting up the coins properly, but I always forget, so I just adjust as I go along. That's just the kind of guy I am. Fine. You then place a finger on both coins, thumb on the back coin, and you apparently slide the reflection right off the mirror. It's really a beautiful, beautiful thing to watch. Almost a hallucination. Notice both coins are tails up. Now when you place the mirror between the two coins, grasp the right side with your thumb and forefinger. And as you grasp that side, your thumb presses down on the coin and secretly presses it against the mirror. I'll make sure that the coin is already pressed against the mirror before you start the move, otherwise it'll make a noise. You just press as you squeeze the mirror, and it's a silent move because the coin's already touching, plus the nap of the close-up pad muffles any other sound. So now when you turn this coin heads up, you then grasp the mirror with your other hand, release the coin with your right thumb and forefinger, allow the coin to drop down, turning it heads up also. You can then lift the mirror, and both coins are heads up. It's really neat. Then, you do the exact same move. With your right hand, as you squeeze the mirror, with your right thumb and forefinger, you secretly flatten out the coin. Turn this coin over, and you apparently squeeze the two coins together, the real coin and the fake coin, and it's a perfect vanish of a coin. You then place the mirror back over the coin center. They see one coin. Slowly scrape back with the mirror, release the coin, allow the coin to drop, and reveal the coin has come back. And for the finale, place both coins behind the mirror, just like this. And as you reach behind to remove the coins, you're actually pushing off one of the coins from your finger palm and removing the other coin. It's coin number one. You can now go under with an empty hand, remove the other finger palm coin, which is now there, place it in front, make sure both coins match both sides, then slowly slide the mirror away to produce all four coins. Now if you want, one other way of doing this, to have the coins finger palmed, is just to place the mirror behind the two coins, revealing four coins, two in the mirror, two on the table. Just squeeze everything together and reveal four coins. They're both very good endings, and they're both part of Twilight. Thank you. Notice, are we noticing? Yes, notice that the cards are all different on the front and the same on the back. Sort of like girls in a chorus line. I never got that joke either, so don't feel bad. Anyways, just holler out stop anytime you feel like it. Stop right there, fine. You have stopped me at the infamous King o' Diamonds. Now, if we take the King of Diamonds face down, it'd be very easy to find because it's the one card facing the wrong way in the deck. But, he said, if we take half the cards face up, half the cards face down, and shuffle them together using the famous Fuddpucker shuffle from the Fuddpucker College of Useless Knowledge, we actually end up with 26 face-down cards, approximately, 26 face-up cards. And the trick is to guess which one of the face-down cards is a card you selected. I don't know. It could be this card. Perhaps yes, perhaps no. It could be this card. It's anyone's guess. But there's one way to find out. If we just give the cards a famous strawberry twist, yee! Made a little noise and everything. The face-up cards turn face down. The face-down cards turn face up, except for one card. Is it possible? Yes, I am real magic. There's your card, the King o' Diamonds. But there's more. The fun has just begun because the rest of the cards are marked on the back with a tiny red dot in the corner, making it very easy to tell the difference between the deck and your chosen card. And that is Color Stunner. And here we are with Color Stunner. And what you need is a red deck, one blue card, and a blue box. You have your one blue card, which in this case is the King of Diamonds, on top of your red deck. Ideally, you would start with the deck inside the box. And a really good routine here is to have the vanishing deck on top. So you do that routine first. The deck disappears, appears back inside the card case. Now you're all set for the Color Stunner. Or you can just bring the deck out and start from scratch. It's up to you. Anyways, they think you have a blue deck. To further this disbelief, you do a Hindu shuffle as you casually display the cards, showing face-up cards and showing up the blue back cards. And this is just stripping off small packets with the left hand as you casually flash the back as you gesture towards the face-up cards. The Hindu shuffle. I love it. And then you force the card the same way. Someone says stop, and they stop you at the one blue card, which is the King of Diamonds. They think they're all blue cards, so don't say the one blue card. It's really embarrassing then. You then hold a break between the blue card and the rest of the deck, and pretend to take half the cards face up and half the cards face down. What actually doing is you're merely cutting to the one face down card. If this is a bluff, and here's how it's done. As you cut to the break, you revolve both hands like this. So we're going from here to here. Now for you should always be watching the back of the red cards. If you always see the red cards, that means your angle is correct. Well, it's just a twisting action. But apparently you're taking half face up and half face down. And by doing that slamming action, that just reinforces the illusion. So let's say, once again, we'll take half the cards face up, half face down, and shuffle the two packets together. The face down cards into the face up cards. And you're set. Shuffle the cards together. I leave one card on top of the face down blue card. So they see face down cards going into face up cards. Slip cut the top card like this. Reveal the blue card. And now you can do the up the ladder fall shuffle. This is a complete full deck fall shuffle, which can be used anytime you have to fall shuffle a stacked deck. But it's also very good here because we see face down blue cards. And what's happening is you remove about most of the deck to the right, position 1. You then remove a small amount of cards from the bottom of the big packet and place it onto the left, directly over the other cards. You can remove the big cards, allowing the small packet to drop, place a big packet on top. So it's always small from below, big on top. Small from below, big on top. And every time the big packet's on top, you will be in full deck order. In this case, it's just to create this illusion, but it's really a wonderful fall shuffle for any purpose. I only do this a couple of times. And then we're into the tilt move, where apparently you're bearing face-down cards into the deck and showing more face-down cards. What happens here, as you lift up on the blue card, just lift up another card, getting a one-card break, and you apparently place the card in the middle, but actually it's going second from the top in tilt position. Do we see that? Terrific. And by the way, the best angle on this is slightly down like this. That covers any flash of the break. So I do this a couple of times, from face up, face down, face up, face down. The last card, the last blue back card, actually does go in the center of the pack. You then say half the cards are face up, half face down, but with one twist. The face down cards turn up, the face up cards turn down, except for one card, your card, the King of Diamonds. And now The big ending is easy. Just pick up the deck, give them your most rascally look, and spread the deck, and sit back and bask in the glory of Color Stunner. Yes, we're back. Now, the one problem with turning a blue deck red is people always ask, well, can you turn the red cards blue again? And I think I've found the solution. Actually, there's 3 ways of doing this. You can either sing the red cards a sad song, tell them a sad story, or you can take the blue card and rub it against the top of the deck, scraping off the blue residue on top of the deck, turning the top of the deck into a teeny tiny printing press, allowing you to print blue cards whenever you feel like it. Just squeeze and print. Of course, it's a very thin coating of blue, and by rubbing the blue cards, you can actually rub the blues away. Of course, you can always print one more blue card for yourself for those times when you're feeling blue. Blue Tattoo is the perfect follow-up to any color-changing deck, especially Color Stunner. If you're doing it after Color Stunner, make sure when doing Color Stunner that you have the matching card, in this case the King of Diamonds, on top of the deck. And just make sure during the turn phase, when you're shuffling them together, that the King of Diamonds, which would be over here, gets shuffled down first. So that at the end of the routine, the King of Diamonds ends up on the back, the top card of the packet. So when you spread the cards, make sure you don't reveal the matching King of Diamonds. Just spread, keeping it like that, and you're all set. If you do it all by itself, just bring out your blue card and make sure your King of Diamonds is on top, and you're all set to go. Okay. What you do is spread off the top card and up jog 6 cards beneath it. Then move everything up and retain a break beneath the top card, the King of Diamonds. You then pivot out the 6 up jog cards, and from this position, your right thumb slides back the top card about 1/2 inch. Your left hand then turns over to grasp the packet. As you do that, you place this in-jog card directly against and square with the top of the deck. You then just press down the entire packet to the right with your forefinger, leaving the extra card face up at the back of the pack. In fact, you now have a face-up card, the face-down king, and a break, 2-card break. You then pick up the face-down blue card, being careful not to expose the face-up card over here by going like that. You now have a 3-card break beneath the face-down blue card. From here, do a triple lift. Just reach right into the break with your right fingers. Turn the whole thing over, retaining the 3-card break with your little finger. And instantly slide off the top single card and rub it back and forth against the top of the deck. You've switched the blue king for the red king, but they think the top card is still the red king. Rub, 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 rub. That's my favorite part. You now hold a 2-card break, and you'll always hold this break until I tell you otherwise. Take one of the red cards, which should be on the right side of the table, face up onto the deck. You now have a 3-card break because of the nature of adding a card. Press for a moment, grab the 3 cards from above by their ends, cutting to the break, reveal the blue back card, the change. We're actually in this position. And as long as you keep your hand moving, they will not see the triple. So it's just from here to here. As it goes back, you retain that little finger break. Slide off the single face-up card as you pick up the next red card. Squeeze, do another triple, and you can print cards like this all day. Each time holding the break, triple, the break, push off. You're down to 2 cards just to speed things up. You place them both on top, keeping the bottom card directly square on top. Pick up the triple along with the top single card. Show 1 blue card, place it back, push off, drop the 2nd card face up on top, press, do your triple, push off, and they'll be convinced you have 6 blue back cards here. You still have your break, 2-card break. You rub the apparent blue cards on the table, Flip them over, they've turned back to red. Even the chosen card has turned back to red. You then grab the double with your right fingers and use it to flip the deck over to produce the one last blue card. Turn the deck over. Don't reveal the face of this card. Just put it in your pocket for when you're blue, and you are clean. And that is a blue tattoo. In certain Las Vegas casinos, if they catch you cheating at blackjack, they'll actually cut off your hand and throw it into the lake. It's a very sad thing. Now, I happened to be there when one of these things was happening. Half the hand got eaten by the fish, but I managed to rescue the other half, and I've kept it inside this box so I can share it with you for your entertainment pleasure. Half a hand. It's a very sad thing. See, half a blackjack hand. It was kind of a stupid casino. They're still learning the ropes, but the idea was there. Thank God I rescued these two half cards. Half the ace of spades, half the jack of hearts. The other half is somewhere in some carp's mouth. But that's not my problem. The question is, can these two half cards be saved? Let's find out. Half the ace of spades, half the jack of hearts. We will give them extra super cardboard energy from the other cards in the pack. And then, just like a starfish with a broken star, which regenerates itself, the broken card, the half ace of spades and the half jack of hearts, will grow back to their original forms if this is truly a close-up adventure. Watch. They almost appear to grow through each other as they slowly regenerate. With the final phase, just pull the ace of spades through the jack of hearts. And yes, the operation is a success. Thank God. The uncut version. What you need is two half cards. Now these are actually, each half is actually a little bigger than one half. So when you're making these cards, pretend this is the ace of spades. You would fold it so there is some extra margin there. So the half you use is a little bit bigger than half. So both of these halves are big halves. It helps out tremendously when you're doing the handling. Before you start, simply place the jack of hearts, which matches this, and the ace of spades on the face of the pack. In this case, I have the ace of spades on the face. Notice the point is pointing towards me. This goes on the table face down. Bring out your ace of spades, your jack of hearts. Your ace of spades goes face down with the point pointing towards you. Jack of hearts goes face down. The ace of spades goes on top, just a little bit on top of the half jack of hearts. You're now set. Pick up the packet by the deck by its sides, drop it onto the two half cards. Pick the entire thing up, turn it over, make sure you're holding it at the tips of your fingers. Then very carefully, as you're talking about regeneration, get a two-card break with your right thumb by just picking up the ace of spades and the card beneath it, the half ace of spades and the real ace of spades. Make sure everything is nice and square. So take your time. You have it while you're telling your story. When you're all set, when you're in this position, simply slowly push the double ace of spades through the half jack of hearts. And for some strange reason, it looks just like the two half cards are regenerating. And stop about right there to show the results. What we have is actually just a half ace, a half jack, and two whole cards. A weird illusion. From this position, grab everything from above with your right hand, pressing firmly with your forefinger onto the half cards. You'll now apparently strip out the ace of spades, pulling it through the jack of hearts, while in fact you'll be stealing the entire top section of the ace of spades and the two half cards. So grab it from below with your left hand. Your thumb goes on top of the whole thing, and you just strip it out like this. So in non-stop action, we're going from here to here. And you end up with the two half cards right beneath the full ace of spades. As you come back to take your jack, the left-hand card naturally goes under the deck, the lower half does, concealing the two half cards. So we're going from here to here. So you stripped off the ace of spades, you're coming back for the jack. Now your fingers, your thumb and second finger now can grasp the two half pieces as the single cards are stripped away, leaving them beneath the deck. Then casually place the deck in your left hand, pick up the entire deck, leaving the two half pieces finger palmed as you spread the deck, turn your hand down, and reveal your two restored cards. As you go into your pocket to bring out your next prop or a small puppet, you dump your two extra cards, your half pieces, and you are clean. And that is the uncut version of the uncut version. Yes. And now for our extra special TV special, the TV Magic card. And you can see the TV is already on, warming itself up, getting in tune with itself and its challenge and its channeler. And me, I'll be your TV guide. I like that. And yes, Mr. Hand, you can help too. Just cut off about half the cards. Now you could have cut high, you could have cut low, but you cut at one spot. You cut to one random card, the Four of Hearts, the card which will soon be the TV Magic card. To make sure there's no camera trickery, would you place the deck on top of the TV right over there? Great. Thank you, Mr. Hand. You did a wonderful job. And now for the fun part. We rub the Four of Hearts against the TV set, absorbing its TV Magic powers. Place the TV Magic card on top of the deck and press. And with luck, the TV Magic card should enter TV land. There it goes, wafting down through the inner space of whatever is down there. And yes, it is gone. We then tap over here, tappy tap tap, and that should bring the TV Magic card back up into view, out of TV land, and back into reality. Come on, you can do it. Go, go, go. Come on. There you go. A little more. Yes, it's done it. Congratulations, Mr. TV Magic card. There we have it, a successful journey, the extra special, TV special, the TV Magic card. And now for the very special explanation to the TV Magic card. Boy, this is a neat trick. This will be told in two phases. The first phase will be the mechanics of the effect, and the second part will be explaining the exact timing. So in this phase, I'm going to tell you how it's done. And what we have is a very special taped video segment at the very end of the tape after everything is done, after the credits, after the whole thing, and there is some fake snow or distortion on this tape. In the middle of it, there is the video effect of the cards sinking through the TV set. So that's what you get, and now here's what you do. You need a TV guide with an indifferent card. Place the indifferent card under the TV guide and place the whole thing on top of the TV set to the left. The card should be extending face down, overlapping the top of the TV set so you can easily pick up the TV guide and the card without any thinking or trouble. When you're doing this, cue up the special video segment so you can see exactly where the card should match up with the card when it falls through. You'll understand as soon as you look at it. Now, you need the Four of Hearts, which is the force card, on top of the deck. The TV set will be on with the snow showing, and you have a spectator cut the cards for you, which they do. You place the lower half on top. You talk for a moment about how they could have cut high or low, but they cut this one special card. And in the crosscut force, this is the time misdirection that gives them a chance to forget where the cards were. So when you pull off the card they apparently cut to, they'll think it was truly a random choice, but in fact, it's the force card, the Four of Hearts. Hold the Four of Hearts in your left hand and tell them to place the deck onto the TV right over at this spot. So you pick up the TV guide along with the secret card and tap at that spot. They'll place the deck over here on top of this TV. And as they're doing that, you have complete misdirection to switch the Four of Hearts for the cards secretly under the TV guide, and simply going like this, passing the TV guide from your right hand to your left hand and coming out with the other card. So it's just going from here to here. And it's not a move, it's just, you're just doing it. There's nothing to it, and all their attention is on the deck and the TV, so it's a total clean, invisible switch. So once again, it's just a tap, a transfer, then you place the TV guide back onto the TV set so that the secret card is overlapping at the right spot. And they think the card in your hand is now the Four of Hearts. Actually, it's a different card. And then you place that card on top of the deck, which they think, oh, you don't do that. First, you rub the card against the monitor to pick up the special rays from the TV magic molecules. Then you place the indifferent card, which they think is the Four of Hearts, on top of the deck. And you go tappy, tap, tap. And then after a moment, the card will sink down through the TV set. We'll pause here for around 5 seconds, giving you a chance to show the TV magic card is gone. You then lift up the TV guide along with the secret card and tap over here, where the card will then start rising up through the TV set and finally appear under the TV guide. And that is the basic mechanics of the effect. And now for the timing. It's really very simple. We have 3 minutes of snow before the effect happens. At the very beginning, you'll notice that there is a lighter area of snow on the lower third of the TV set. That means there's 3 minutes before the effect happens. Now, 1 minute before the effect happens, the bar, the distortion will move over here, showing the white stuff at the top. And then at 20 seconds before the effect happens, the line goes over here. And then at 5 seconds, the line disappears. And then you just build up the effect. The spectator places their hand on top of the deck, they press, you talk, you wait, and the card comes down. Wait for it to sink down to the bottom, or you then have 5 seconds to show the card is gone. Lift up the TV guide to show the card, is coming up over here. And then the card will come back up and keep on coming up and yes. And then you reveal that the card has arrived. And now the way I perform this thing, oh, by the way, you now have about 3 minutes of snow, and you can turn the TV set off or the video anytime you want to stop the thing. And now the easy way of doing this is to cue the video at the 1 minute mark so that the stuff is on top. And your spectator is positioned to do the trick. And you now have 1 minute to do the effect, which is more than enough time. They cut the deck, they do the thing, you're all set up, and to kill time, you just rub the card on the TV set until your next cue. And you just talk and kill time until it happens. And when it does, you're set. And we have extra snow on both sides, so you can adjust the amount of time on the video to whatever your presentation needs are. And by the way, we also have an audio signal at each timing point, so you can hear it and you can see it. And if you don't want to do any of that, you can just use a remote unit and cue it up to the 5-second point just before the card's set to drop through. So then you can do the entire effect with the screen off, put everything on top, get all set up, then just push your remote to show the snow on the TV set. And now 5 seconds before the effect starts, the entire thing is then automatic. And that is the TV Magic card. It's a wonderful thing. A little bit of time in it to get the presentation right, and you'll be glad you came here and have a wonderful close-up adventure. Thank you.
Paul, it's a wrap.
What? I was just getting warmed up. Oh well, I was Paul Harris. This was Adventures in Close-Up. And for you, with all this neat new stuff, the adventure's just begun.